Hi, it's Jody Evans. I just want to document this moment for myself because this is huge. This is really important. And someday I might want to share this. I'm not even using the gesso that's already open. I'm using the big name brand, highest quality gesso for this project because I deserve it. Because it doesn't matter how many bottles are already open gesso in my studio. If I feel like opening a brand new one, name brand for a reason, and here, I'm allowed to do that. And that's what this video is about. This video is about you're allowed, you're allowed, you're allowed, you're allowed 2,700 times. Hear it, say it, feel it, do it. You're allowed. You came here to have human experience. Whatever those words mean to you, take it or leave it. I don't care. I'm going through a lot of personal healing and personal awakening right now. It has been quite a year between my epilepsy and my dad dying and bringing up every memory of my entire life and haunting me, attacking me. Like, oh my God. But I've done so much processing and healing and blah, 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 blah. And here I am. And I probably should open this before I started the video, but that's all right. It doesn't matter. There's no mistakes. There's no mistakes. That's the point. There's no mistakes. It's all important and it all matters and it's all part of who you are. And that's what today is about. So I am going to put my almost finished sandwich somewhere else so that I don't get paint on it. And I'm going to take some brand spanking new fresh gesso. Oh my God. Wow. I can tell the difference between this and the one that's already open. I happen to get this one 75% off, so I got a $30 bottle of gesso for $7.50. I've been dying to open it and feel the difference between that brand. Anyway, I was going through a thing, and I had this fabulous hour of like art therapy with my art mentor and one of my very best friends the other day. And where she was taking me was beautiful and exactly what I needed in that moment. And then the next day, I woke up and I walked into my art studio and I saw someone else's work sitting on the table. And so today, I ripped off everything we did to this mannequin. And it left some gunk behind and some scars. And I realized that it's still the project we did and me ripping it apart and disapproving of it the next day is so, I just had the word, darn epilepsy. Anyway, so appropriate, such an analogy for my life, and it occurred to me after I just watched this amazing Matt Kahn that Regina sent me. Holy cow. I got so much out of it. I had chills running up and down my body. And I knew certain messages were totally for me in my healing. And I realized I am exactly who I am in this moment. I'm where I'm supposed to be in this moment. If I just say it, and then it just is, and then everything is fine in this moment, right? And I'm allowed to take a big giant brush. We're allowed to start over. We're allowed to whitewash. That was part of this project behind me, had something to do with whitewashing in a negative way. And we're allowed to have a fresh start anytime we want. And I just wanted to get this on video. You're allowed to say, you know what, that's not mine. Or it doesn't have to be mine anymore. And I'm allowed to set that down over there. And I'm going to be over here doing this. What calls to me. What I feel like. And it's so appropriate that I chose this one too. Because the only reason I did this girl was to do her in different colors. I never do orange and green. And I was doing a lot of the same palette, Jody's palette, over and over and over. And I remember thinking, I need to make these all different so that all different people will want them. Because that was my upbringing, that was my training. That was my programming was, let's make sure everybody's happy. We have to make sure everyone is happy and happy with us and at peace and satisfied with our work. And you know what? We don't. It's not what we're here to do. We're here to be us, whoever that is, whatever that is, and we're here to do it boldly, calmly, with assurance, and we're in that process going to show everybody else that they're allowed to do it too. And that's always what I've been about, teaching other people that you're allowed to be exactly who you are. You came here for a reason. And like when I had 4 children, I didn't expect the 4 children to be little, mimicries of each other. I expected them to be 4 completely different humans with completely different ideas and ways of doing things. And it would never occur to me. I mean, even when quadruplets are born, they're very different. They're 4 completely different humans, right? So we need to stop trying to be pleasing everyone. We're supposed to be who we are, wholly and completely. We can start over as many times as we need to. We can put a fresh coat of gesso and say, this is what it is now. It doesn't have to be orange and green if I'm not orange and green. And it has lumps and bumps and scars from everything I've been through, but I'm still me, and I still get to start over as many times as I feel like it. And I get to paint whatever I want, any color I want. And it's perfectly, there are no rules. It's perfectly okay to not finish the already open cheap bottle of gesso and open the big expensive one whenever the fuck you feel like it. That's who I am. That's who I've always been. And I'm really glad she's back.